Hey there, everybody. I know the holidays are coming up and everybody is thinking about what to get the card obsessed person in their lives. So I thought I'd put together a list of the gifts that I would like to receive or that other people like me would like to receive. So I just made a list of 5 things, just ideas as you're buying gifts for yourself or for the loved ones in your life that have a mini card castle. So the first thing I think the top of my list that I wish I got for Christmas is sealed product. So I just have some reflections pack here. You could, Magic, the Lord of the Rings set's pretty cool. But the reason I say this is I know that as a collector, the value of opening sealed product is pretty diminishing. So for me to go out and spend $40 on this pack, which is about what it's worth, that's kind of a rough proposition. But if you get it as a gift, there's a different way that your mind views this and you feel less guilty about opening up something valuable. So whether it's an out of print CCG or something like Magic, the new Magic set's pretty great. But right now I have trouble justifying buying sealed pack and opening it up for that gambling factor. But if you get it as a gift, you don't feel as bad. So that's the first thing. Sealed product packs. This is a really great gift for people. As you're thinking about it, everyone loves that feeling of kind of opening something once again on Christmas morning and that feeling of gambling a little bit what you're going to pull. All right, our next thing. This is something that every single gamer needs more of, which are top loaders. I know this is kind of lame, but I love top loaders and I feel like I never have enough. The ones I have are kind of like grimy or nasty. So something like this is going to run you like $6 or $7 and it's just a really handy thing to have. And then as part of that, sleeves. You cannot have enough sleeves. If you're into this stuff, you know that you need tons of sleeves for decks, for whatever your system is. So I actually have these cheap sleeves I actually got from GameStop for $5. I use this for like just a lot of decks that I don't really care about, or something like a cube where I need maybe 500 sleeves. I don't really want to spend $70 on sleeves. But if you want to upgrade, I love Dragon Shield stuff. These are more like $12 to $15 for usually around 100. So this is a great product as well. So love Dragon Shield. Also this one from GameStop, $5, can't really complain. And then for the people super obsessed, there's the Perfect Fit sleeves, which I think are really great if you want to double sleeve stuff. So I'll just note here that none of this stuff is like paid promotions. This is all just stuff that I use and enjoy and kind of want to share that with other people. Okay, so we got sealed product, then we got our sort of gaming supplies, sleeves, top loaders. What else? Well, what about a gaming mat, right? There's nothing better than actually having cards out on a nice mat when you're playing. So you can kind of go for something boring like this orange one, which is actually kind of nice, to something a little more fun. Like this is the one I usually choose to play Magic on, which is this like wizard casting. There's also some really fun retro ones out there. So like this one's from the WoW TCG. Don't mind my daughter cooing over there. She's doing okay. Which are just fun. So like you can pick these up for like $10, $12. Maybe new to store. They're going to be around that as well. There's some really cool Lorcana ones that have come out that are in that $15 to $20 range. So gaming mats are really kind of underrated. I think just really help enhance that experience. So something like having cards out on your favorite mat playing, that's that kind of good feels right there. Okay, what's next on our list? Next is storage solutions. So I have a couple things here. This is from Ultimate Guard, and this is just sort of used to store one commander deck or kind of one larger deck. Do you need these? No. But is this a nice thing to receive as a gift because you can't really ever justify spending, $23? Yes, this is just a nice little thing with a magnet. You can throw in a box or in a bag rather, and easily, transport this stuff. So something like this is a good option for one deck. I also have this product. I don't know, these are called like a tower from Game Genetic something. But with this one, once again, magnetized, but you get sort of two spots for decks. So, you have for light side or dark side or whatever. So you can put 2 decks in here. This is kind of how this works. So these are just 2 decks that I have in here. Kind of fun good storage, and in the middle you can kind of put some like dice or extra cards or something. So this is, once again, it's hard to justify spending, oh, I think these are like maybe $35. It's hard to justify spending $35, when you just spent all this money on cards, but keeping your cards safe, and also there's a certain nice feeling about knowing that kind of everything is in its place and it's easy to transport. I've taken this to many tournaments where I can just toss this in a bag and feel pretty confident that, the rather expensive decks that I have in here are pretty safe. All right, so that's the next one, the sort of storage solutions. These are just two. I also really like the sort of longer big boxes for something like a cube, but there's no reason just to keep your stuff in cardboard boxes. You can upgrade to something kind of nicer like that. And this is a transition to my last item on the list, which is a nice side-loading binder. I have this giant one, which is like 3 times the size of my face, from a company called Top Deck. But I've said this before, but I've migrated away from the 9-card sleeves. I used to use these a lot as a kid, and I still have some stuff in them, but what can happen is the ring can kind of cut into the card here, and so you'll see certain collections have this sort of D-ring binder bite right here, where there's a little indentation on the cards, and this is totally avoidable. So this is why you have something like a top loader or a side loading binder. So this one stores like 1,000 cards. So I have my entire Young Jedi collection in here, but this is sort of what it looks like if you open it up. It looks really nice, and you load the cards from the side so you can kind of see all my stuff here. But this is a great product. There's a range of stuff. I really like this company called Top Deck. They make, really big binders, smaller binders, some, interesting stuff like, top loader binder. But I think this is a great gift because, once again, it's, if you're sitting here spending all this money on gaming, it's sometimes hard to splurge. Like, I really need a $50 side loading binder. But once you have it, I guarantee you're going to love that feeling of your stuff is safe. This is not waterproof, but it is sort of, feels a bit safer against the elements than just having it in a 3-ring binder sitting on a shelf. So really love side loading binders. So that's the plug. And that's my list of 5. So anyone out there that wants to send me some Christmas gifts or holiday gifts for any of this stuff, I'd love to acquire more. But that's all the time we have for today. So thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll catch you guys next time.